So, just to finish the story, so then it's me, it's Miss Sloan.
Miss Sloan.
Yeah, Madeline Elizabeth Sloan, but only her mom ever called her Madeline. We all just call her Liz.
Yeah.
Or Miss Sloan.
We've all seen the movie.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just telling a story about my friend Miss Sloan. And so, you know, that nefarious Senator Sperling.
The
who's just
senator.
a total weasel and is completely for sale, is sort of, you know, willing to vote for the bill with one hand and choke it with the other by bringing this fraud case against Miss Sloan and I.
Yeah, but here comes Miss Sloan.
Yeah, and Miss Sloan has this kind of philosophy about what a lobbyist does and how the secret really is that you play your trump card right after the other guy's played his.
Oh, wow. I'm just going to put my mic down because I got to know what happens.
Well, we're face to face with Sperling. And I'm feeling like we're in real trouble because she's made this filing error with this Thailand palm oil bill that essentially amounts to bribery.
I'm just picking my mic up to say, keep going. I'm not going to stop. Don't worry about me stopping you because I got to know what Miss Sloan's going to do.
Yeah. And, of course, the in-house counsel for this little boutique lobbying firm that we work for, not like those guys over at Waterman and Kurtz, you know, our old firm, where the main guy is Sam Waterston, and then the main name of the partner is Waterman, but his name in the movie is neither. So anyway, we're at
His name of the movie is not Sam Waterston or Waterman.
no.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what it was. It's not even his agenda. It's Sanford. You know, he's the guy who's the head of the gun lobby. So ultimately, what I realize is she's intentionally misfiled these papers.
I knew she did it on
Yeah.
purpose.
And I go, oh, wow, she even kept me in the dark. Me, one of her closest
Sean.
friends. Yeah. And one of the one main girl who had sort of gone to the other side.
Yes, Miss Sloan's former friend.
Yes, is still her friend.
Hey, welcome to Hollywood Handbook, an insider's guide to kicking butt and dropping names. And the red carpet line back hallways of this industry we call showbiz.
What up, what up?
We're doing Vulture Fest again.
We're back.
We're back.
We couldn't stay away.
These chairs.
That's what it is. For me, Hesa, do you want to get on a 6-hour flight to do an hour-long show?
Yeah.
And I said, will they have those chairs?
For me with the chairs, they're a little high. My feet will slowly descend over the course of the show, just kind of like drip. My legs will sort of drip down to the floor. Mm-hmm. What I need maybe is a trade with someone in the audience.
So you want someone in the audience's chair and you want them to sit on a big tall chair?
Wouldn't that be a thrill for
Maybe
someone
somebody
in the audience?
front row
Yes.
then has a big tall chair.
Yes. Can someone bring me a big tall, a little short chair, and you can have my big tall chair and the table. That's my trade.
All right.
And then do you want to stay with the big chair or do you want a little small chair too?
Well, then I'm going to want a smaller chair than yours.
Okay, so let's do that. So who wants a big tall chair? Okay, come here. Okay, so you can sit right in the aisle, so you know there are no.
Nobody tell the
You're not
fire
blocking
marshal,
anyone's
okay?
view. Yes.
Remember Fire Marshal Bill?
And I'll take the little small chair, and we can just be right under here, doing the show like this.
Okay.
That's great. You
And
guys look really
this
good in
feels
your
good.
chair. That's really good.
And this feels good. You were right.
Yes. I was right, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And now my feet are nice on the
And
floor.
let me change the story I told before. They said, do you want to fly for 6 hours to do a 1-hour show? And I said, are they going to have those chairs? And you said, yes. And I said, well, we'll switch them out. And now I remember how it happened.
We love doing Vulture Fest. We did sell out the show.
Yeah.
No.
Hey.
No. Disrespectful.
Easy. It's disrespectful to all the shows in this space that didn't sell out.
Some people might think, based on stuff that we have done in the past, that we would tell other shows.
We've told shows when we had a particularly rich guest or a particularly cool thing happen for the show. We have told other shows that they have to
get down and suck on these. We are not doing that.
We're not doing it this year.
This show.
We are not telling those shows. Think about the indignity. You've got a show at Vulture Fest.
I won't think about it.
And yeah, you have to. The audience has to at least, and you can tune this out.
I won't.
You've got a show at Vulture Fest. It doesn't sell out. And then these two guys,
just normal guys,
who are not even trying to really do anything in the industry,
are just being themselves, or just being their normal
we're
guys.
We're just having conversations with our friends, and people are like, I want this, and we didn't even expect that. And then we sell out, and then now, you basically have to pack it up and leave the industry, and on the way out the door, you're supposed to suck on these?
No. Nobody has to do anything. Senator Al-Franken.
You don't have to do it.
Do nothing.
Just keep.
Frankly,
yes.
Right?
Just keep making us laugh, making us think, and upholding the Constitution, right?
Yes.
And try not to be like Senator Sperling.
Aziz Ansari.
These
guys do not want you to do anything.
Robert Smigel. Here's something to smiggle about. You don't got to suck on these.
No, don't.
So put a big old smiggle on your face.
Don't do
Just because you didn't
anything.
sell out.
Yes.
Big deal. If somebody remembers last year, there was this list.
He's taking the big chairs away. Someone's taking the big chairs for himself.
Oh, wow. And that guy's addicted to big chairs, and it's a sad
Someone's
story
stealing our
in this
game-used
country.
chairs.
And they're going to make a mint off those. Somebody might remember last year there was this list of the 10 best podcasts. I think it was on Vulture or something like that.
Yeah.
And we were number 2, and there was another show that was number 1. And that show had a show in this space, and it didn't sell out. And you would think, oh, they must be so excited to make them suck on these.
No.
I don't even remember.
We're very excited not to do that.
I don't even remember that list. I don't remember who was number 1 and who was number 2. They don't have to do anything except just keep being themselves. And for anyone who thinks, well, maybe they didn't sell out because they do a show in New York every week and it's not outrageously priced.
I have a note about that as well. I have a note about that as well. On the selling out note, you didn't charge enough money for this show, Vulture Fest.
Think about it, Vulture.
If it sold out, then the tickets could have cost more money.
Yeah. If it's sold out, you didn't do your job, because I would say it's only $30-something for an hour-long show that's going to be free in 2 days. I was like, I mean, I had to get a new prescription. I was like, am I reading this right?
Seeing how much that guy wanted those big chairs, now I want the big chairs back.
Yeah, I know. I know. It feels so
Seeing
weird
him
to be
like,
I'm
I
too
feel
low.
like, did I like trick myself?
Yeah.
Because he seemed to think that was a really good opportunity to go get those chairs.
Yeah, seeing the big smiggle on his face when he took those chairs.
Yes. Is the big chair boy still here? Did he abscond with the big chairs?
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's out. And he's on a yacht somewhere. that he paid for with his big chair money. I'm almost done talking about all this stuff and ready to move on to something else.
You are?
Yeah, I'm getting near it.
Okay.
Did you have any questions for me about it?
No, we can, I'll think of some.
Okay.
We can do those later.
All right.
We wanted, since we're doing the show, we're doing Vulture Fest, and we're in New York, which we're obsessed with.
The pizza.
Yes.
The water's different.
I'm obsessed with just being around New York.
The energy of the buildings.
Buildings, yes.
Yeah.
Are central.
Bricks.
We wanted to do a podcasting panel since people did come here to see us, and we do a podcast.
Yep.
We wanted to do sort of the ultimate podcasting panel. Mm-hmm. What's it called? What's our panel called?
Oh.
The Business of Podcasting.
Yeah. You start again?
The Business of Podcasting.
For a bit, yeah.
Doing the show.
Doing the show when the podcast is a business.
Yes.
So, and it's really a peek behind the curtain. And we did invite a few people to do the panel. We got a really good one, but I do want to mention that we did invite Mike Mitchell.
Yes.
He, of
one of
course,
the Doughboys.
He's one of the Doughboys. He was here yesterday doing a love panel in this same space, and you got to imagine his experience. He's doing this cool show. He thinks he's got this really cool Netflix gig, and people are going to want to come see him, and that show did not sell out.
Yes. And
so
to that I say, nothing at all.
Mike, get on a plane, don't suck on these, go home, regroup, and try again next year.
And it's a big venue, probably.
It's huge, and it's just like, it's not easy to do. So what we did get was an even better guest, I think, who is just so great and so cool and so funny and nice and so sweet and so smart.
Yeah.
And kind.
Yeah.
And so charismatic and so intelligent. Mm-hmm. And so real.
Yes.
And sensitive. But tough and brave, but vulnerable.
Yeah. He can be serious. He can be sweet.
Oh, yeah. He'll tell you a joke,
Yeah.
but he'll also give you a back rub. Mm-hmm. But enough about him. Let's get him out here.
Tom Scharpling.
Tom Scharpling.
Is our guest. Hi, Tom.
So,
Hey, Tom.
do I need to get a chair?
What size chair do you want?
Did someone steal your big chair, too?
I guess I'd like small, if I could.
You want
a
here
small
before?
one?
Get it?
Okay.
I'll get it.
You want
By
a little
all means.
smaller?
Do you want to get
Let me
it?
go. I'll figure
Okay.
out the chair situation. Let me-
Okay.
He's like,
be-
I'll get it. Like, I'm supposed to get it?
Okay. Yeah.
Of course you'll get it.
What was the other option?
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, here he is.
Okay.
What
and
happened
he's going to have
what
two
happened
chairs.
to the big chair? The guy that stole the big chairs. Is he your friend?
Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. And we're not allowed to have the water.
Where do you want me?
And he's mad at the clock.
Yeah. And he kicked the clock.
For anyone
He's
who's
so
just listening,
mad
this
at
guy
it.
kicked the clock.
Now he's trying to be friends with it again.
Yeah. Too late.
That's abuse.
Tom. Hi.
Hi.
Why are you sitting all the way back there?
Because there's no space
Come
for
in.
me to
Get
go.
up, get
Come
up
in,
here and
Tom.
squeeze in.
Yes.
Oh, this is nice.
This is cozy.
Now, Tom, let me explain who you are. Mm-hmm. You did the show. You've served on the show in a few capacities.
Yeah.
We've tried to help you many times.
We are rooting for you, Tom.
Yes.
And we think one of these days you're going to really break through. And you consulted on our big Christmas episode.
I pitched jokes for it. I did not get anything in.
No, but just the the exercise, the practice.
No, that's what I really felt like I took away, just like what it's like to just keep trying to get exposure and get like the
Exposure
opportunity
so
for
valuable.
exposure.
Something
Yes.
to remember, life is 100% of the shots you don't take.
And recently you were doing.
Life is.
And
You know what I
recently, no, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, Wayne Gretzky was a
Yes.
great man and a great quote artist. And he said something that I think Tom would be wise to keep in mind.
Can you give it to me again so I
Yeah,
can
life
get it
is
down?
100% of the shots you don't take.
Life is one. Okay, no, I got it. That makes a lot of sense.
And you were doing a Sully Duck tour last time we saw you.
We're showing the Academy Award-winning movie that just lit up America. New York Story became America's Story when that movie kind of popped. It was like it was more like a local story, kind of the way people know, like, this is where you go to get the good bagels. This is where you go to get the pizza.
Yeah.
A plane
The pizza.
landed in that river over there, and everyone lived. It was the kind of thing that just didn't play outside of like that neighborhood in New York.
Yeah. Will you do the famous line?
Was it birds?
Birds.
Birds.
That movie was 80 minutes long.
I wish it came out in July.
But I'm so happy to report the news that you are now financially independent.
Yeah.
You are self-feeding.
At
you
least
are
at least right now.
housed.
Yeah.
Self-feeding. Roof over the head.
Yes.
Car.
And let's not blow by it. Shirt and pants.
Sure and pants today.
Shirt and pants.
Yes. I could tell he was waiting for someone to be like,
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
somebody
it's
going
like-
to say I'm wearing a shirt and pants?
Got
No
both.
longer has to choose.
Yes.
And from what I hear, they're gonna drum up another gift bag for me.
Hey.
Oh, I noticed you
right.
talking to someone in the back saying like, hang on a second, I need to take
I
care
saw
of
you had
something."
someone cornered pretty aggressively.
I was just like,
Yes.
And
like-
you were a lot of big arm motions and a lot of sort of mad
Right, and you were saying you weren't crying a lot. I couldn't see your face, but you were definitely talking about how you were
but
not
this is-
crying.
I was just saying, it's like, look, I mean, I'm out there for all but like 8 minutes of the show.
Yeah, but
And
what
then-
in 8 minutes,
but
huh?
look, it was an amazing 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But I was just like, you can't tell me I can't get a gift bag? I
Yeah.
saw what was in that thing.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Trevor Noah book in that thing.
You're not messing around, man.
No.
Born a crime. I'll tell you what. There's the same Chemex that was in the bag last year in that thing.
Yeah. That's good because mine is worn out.
I smashed mine.
So you're doing so good. Talk about some of the things you have
Oh,
going
Oh,
on.
well-
please, yes. I love hearing about this.
I'm noticing, by the way, that the people in the back cannot see us anymore. I don't know. I understand why people didn't give them big chairs.
Yeah.
And I worry that the big chair
And that's the
stealer
way to do it.
has infected the whole back row.
It should have been everyone in the back's got big chairs. We are maybe sunken down.
Yes.
And there's maybe sort of a sub-basement or like a
Yes.
false bottom to the stage that we're in, and people are peeking in.
Or peering down into
here's
the show.
It's a glass bottom boat.
Yes.
We are underwater. And Tom, did you want to talk about what you're doing?
No, I want to hear more about this.
Okay. We are underwater, and we've got like scuba gear on,
Yes.
and we do the whole show in sign language. Is that progressive?
It's a very, I got to say, it's a very New York idea. Very little too hip for the room.
Little bit of
Tom, will you
of
finish
blame.
your story, please?
Sure, I was ready to start it, but then
We're waiting.
Okay, so in the past,
This is the punchline.
no, this is in the past. I've had some ups and I've had some downs, and you guys have kind of charted more of the downs than the ups, I would say. But since the last time I've been on the show, which was about 6 months ago, it's been nothing but up for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, I no longer need to beg. I'm no longer kind of trying to play the game the way other people play it.
Yeah.
I am a bit of a game changer now, like a
wow.
disruptor, I guess is what you'd call it.
Yeah. You're very disruptive in this space.
I used to do on my show, The Best Show. Thank you.
Funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny show. Do you think it's more fun than funny? Because that's what
is
I'm
it more
going
It's
for.
a
Fun or
fun
funny?
show.
I just want it to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm having fun, but am I having fun because I'm laughing because it's funny? And I have to pick one?
Well, ideally, I would major in one and minor in the other.
Oh, interesting.
So, podcast
So your
college.
show is a college,
Yeah, your show is a bit of a college. now.
Podcasting business, the business of podcasting when it's with how to do the show when it's a business.
Pick your major.
And podcast. Pick your major. That's step one. And I would say,
He's writing it down.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking a picture of the brochure that has pictures on it.
So, look, he paid $88 to be here. He can do what he wants for the 50 minutes that he gets access
I wasn't
to the
criticizing anyone. I was letting people know some people have to just listen to this. Not everybody else can get into the friggin' show.
Yes.
Get a free
yes.
bag.
We have to describe what everyone in the
get
audience
brownie
is doing.
bites or whatever.
Yes.
So
Is that the story?
No,
this is the punchline, though?
Ideally, I'd tell the story.
All right, I'm just asking.
That would be ideal for me as well.
I used to, thanks. I used to do ads on the show.
Yeah.
And it would be just like ads were just like, hey, what do you think the over-under on the Steelers Ravens is this weekend? Like, you want to get rich?
yeah.
Like, ones like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Or just
Yeah.
like,
It's an ad for money, basically.
basically,
Yeah.
it's like an ad. It's like
Company's giving away money.
Yeah, guess the over-under.
the fastest way to money. Or ads would just be like, hey, you want a razor, right? But
Yeah.
like how important really is it that your face isn't all bloody compared to the price point on this thing, right?
Yeah.
That's always an exciting ad when I go like, somebody's doing it cheaper, it must be safer.
Yeah.
Can I get it in the mail and not go to the store? So that's nice for me.
I just want to make sure the logo isn't behind us on the. Okay, good. Okay, we're okay.
But that's yesterday's news, that
Yeah.
stuff. As I said, I'm a disruptor. I've taken it now to the people. And I set up a way my show is listeners contribute. Basically, I set up a GoFundMe. And
but the first thing you said was, I don't have to beg anymore.
yeah. But no,
Because you begged so effectively.
can I finish the story? Can I finish the story?
Please.
Please, can I finish the story?
Now the website is doing the begging.
There's no begging now. It's a GoFundMe, and people, you can look it up now. It's search, I will be dead by Halloween. Admittedly, I've heightened a few of my life situations. Maybe I've conflated a few things and played down a couple other things, like that the money for this goes to a podcast. And I've kind of created some health issues that are non-existent.
Yeah.
So look
And
up
the
help.
picture is not you.
It's not me.
No, but
it's
it bears
a
a
little
passing
baby.
resemblance. Yeah.
weird that it was a Getty image also.
It's watermarked.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's watermarked. So if anybody, you can do it here.
And you can see,
Yeah,
it's a
go
screenshot
donate to
of
that
your
celebrity
phone.
baby.
Yeah, it's a screenshot of your photo. You could see the search term "sick baby."
It says,
Yeah, but yeah, you screen capped it. I got a question. It's a GoFundMe, but it's
Yeah.
like, aren't I just staying here?
Well, Tom,
you know what I say to that?
Can
a
you
little
even
slow to
that?
answer the question.
Quit dodging the question, Tom.
You know what I say to that?
What?
GoFundMe. Right?
Or go
Remember-
fund
Or
yourself.
go fund yourself.
But I say GoFundMe. I don't care.
Right.
I don't want.
Right.
I'm not
I'm
funding
talking
myself.
to you.
I have
though.
nothing.
I'm saying to you, you know, you're
Or go
our
fund
go
yourself.
fund yourself.
Yes.
And you say our GoFundMe.
And then you say our GoFundMe.
Yes.
Do you want to try it again?
Can I say something, Tom? That's like really not so much a question and more of just a wake up call for you
Sure.
about not doing ads. You're not doing ads anymore. Can you take a look at me for a second?
Sure.
Jacket by 5'4" clothing.
Wait. Now is that jacket?
Watch by Movement Watches. The company that does audio ads, but the name does not sound like it looks.
Yes.
Belly full of Blue Apron.
Blue Apron for breakfast this morning. Warmed up in the sink at my hotel.
You're
Small
Yeah.
business
Yummy.
postage done by stamps.com. Please don't focus on the individual using a stamp.
Yes.
Website by Squarespace, not an advertiser of ours, but someday
Yes.
they must still need to reach people through podcast advertising. And I'll tell you another thing, too. Intuit is the best way to do your taxes. And don't associate them with anything they don't want to be associated with. Now, I think it's very fun to talk about podcasts and have these big experts here. I think we have something like 23 years of podcasting experience
23
on
years
this
of
stage.
podcasting experience on stage.
And let's not measure who has how much.
No, it's not
not
a.
Let's
great
look at the
math show.
total and just say that there's plenty. And won't it be fun to sort of do a panel where we ask each other the questions we've been dying to ask? And we're, of course, going to have some organization. Let's establish Robert Rules of Order.
Robert Rules of Order.
If you remember, on the set of our list, Robert Wool had to create some sort of pecking order so
Just to
that
keep
it
everything
wasn't
straight.
just constant. Because they did a lot of riffing on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Michael Boatman's sticking to the script, you got some sour news coming, pal.
Yeah. You know what my favorite scene on Arliss was?
No, but please tell me.
I don't know. How would I know that?
Oh, you know what I'm realizing? I think I do know.
I think you do know. Yeah. Why don't you tell everybody?
Oh. Arliss
No.
makes this...
It's the scene when he goes, "Hey, Randy Moss."
Oh, yes.
I like it because it's a show for sports fans that doesn't presume I myself am a sports fan.
Yes.
And I like that it's still on. So we have to figure out some way to sort of do this in an organized manner. Let's just nominate a moderator. I'm going to nominate Hayes.
Okay. And I'll second the nomination of Hayes.
Okay. And I'll confirm the nomination of Hayes.
Okay.
So now Hayes is the moderator, and then we'll switch.
I'll be initial moderator, yes.
Okay, so
and
you're
I'll
moderator
start the first
one.
question as moderator.
And
First
so-
official panel question.
Okay, first panel question. Go ahead and ask.
This question is for Sean.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think. Oh, that's so
Sean.
nice.
Podcasting can be sort of rough on your body if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
if you let things slip.
Yeah.
Things can get a little out of control
Yeah.
physically. Mm-hmm. You obviously have not done that. You're keeping things very together physically. You look you know how you look. How do you do that? What is your regimen? How do you look so nice?
Oh, wow. Well, I'm always clenching everything.
Yeah.
Never for a second do I release
Yeah.
anything.
Your
ever.
nostrils are closed. People don't see
Nostrils.
that you can close them up.
Oh, yeah. No, they're completely shut. My throat is tight. A lot of people don't realize oxygen's loaded with just all kinds of fat. So I really limit my intake of that and everything else. I, of course, only drink core water. You can see that. It's got to be core, and it's got to be room temp. So I really, I treat myself in that way. But I just think that's so flattering that someone like you would ask me about my body regimen when it's like, hello, have you seen yourself? You look
I'm
friggin'
the moderator.
awesome.
I'm just a moderator. I don't need that.
Honestly, let's go through the process and select a new moderator.
Well, Tom gets one follow-up question on that question.
Oh, okay. So follow up. Is there anything else you want to know about that question?
Am I asking a question about the question?
You're going to want to turn it to me as the moderator.
Okay.
I was the one who asked the question.
Okay.
Don't talk
It
to me.
just happened.
I'm
It was
not
like
a
5 seconds
moderator. I
ago.
mean, hopefully I
Yeah.
will be. Fingers crossed. But
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. I guess the only thing I would say is
Where do I get my ideas?
oh wow. Oh gosh. Yeah, I really wanted to know.
I honestly have no idea. I don't know.
That's so interesting, because a lot of people think it's something you can teach, getting
Yeah.
ideas.
Yes. I question ideas. Yeah.
do you ever find that when you're
You
like,
just asked your question.
Yeah. You're done, Tom. So
okay, that's fair.
So now we go through the process of, as moderator, I will begin the selection process for a new moderator. I'm going to nominate Sean.
oh, okay. I'll second that nomination.
right.
Okay.
And then you confirm the nomination?
Yes, I confirm.
Okay. Gosh.
Yeah.
So much I want to ask to either one of you, but I guess my main question is for Hayes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or, yeah, of course.
Hayes, at our age, the skin you got doesn't happen by accident.
No.
Name your top 3 skincare products and take me through your morning routine.
Okay. Morning routine. This morning?
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing you do, if you're at Vulture Fest, you get a call at 5 a.m. saying that your car is here to take you to the airport, which happened to be this morning. You are convinced that it's time for you to go home. You don't remember doing the show.
Well, and it's 5 a.m. East Coast time, which for you is 2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. West Coast time. Yes. So you go to the airport, but there's no ticket. So you go. The person at the desk says, "You haven't done your show yet. We're so excited for your show. When why are you trying to leave New York?"
Yeah.
So you go home. You lay out your skin the night before. So when you say the morning routine, they have this because from the day before it's a little it's absorbed a lot of moisture. So you lay it out on the vent.
Wow.
So it kind of dries out. Don't give it to the guy. Some people will give it to those guys that will take your skin and tenderize it overnight. Don't do that. Because they'll take it for a joyride. That has happened to me before.
Well, skin like yours, yeah, that's
Yes.
tempting for those guys.
Yes.
So, Tom, do you want to ask me where I get my
Follow-up
question
question
ideas?
on that
Yeah.
question, yeah.
On the skin thing?
Again, Sean is the
I'm
moderator.
the moderator now.
So
Don't
yeah.
talk to him. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's, yeah.
On the skin thing? I think on the skin thing might have been my question.
On the skin thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, where do I get my ideas as a moderator?
So that, yeah.
You know, they just sort of pop into my head. So I think we need a new moderator.
Yeah. I will nominate. Are we doing it snake style?
Oh, yeah. So I
we
nominated
go
first. And
we're
then
going
you,
around the
and
curve
now you nominate twice. Okay.
Yes. So I'll nominate Sean.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll second the nomination. And then if you want to confirm the nomination.
I will confirm. Yes, because it doesn't
Okay.
seem like Tom is going to do it.
Yeah. So.
I would like to participate. I can just say that.
It's a democratic process. You hear us up here like doing these. You know the rules, the panel rules. Like you're welcome to initiate. And if you'd like to do a challenge vote, you can do that.
Yeah, I'd love to participate in a challenge vote. I mean, I love the process,
Yes.
seeing democracy at work.
So once the moderator is selected, anyone can initiate a challenge vote.
But you do lose your next 2 moderator turns if you lose the challenge vote.
Okay. Who determines?
And it is majority rules, and because you initiated the vote, you don't get to like vote.
Well,
in the
no, you
challenge
can't.
Vote.
That's
Sure, of
completely
course not.
corrupt. It's
Yes.
like,
Why would that?
I call for a vote. Oh, and I'm voting. It's like,
Yes.
no, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's like the way
Imagine if they
Senator
did the
Sperling
president
wants to
that
run
way.
it. Yeah. Yeah, no. Miss Sloan would never let that happen. Liz. So are you initiating a challenge vote?
No, I'm not. No, I'm going to hold back on my challenge. I don't want to burn it yet.
Okay. So my question is for Tom. Tom, can you do me a favor and ask Hayes where he gets his ideas?
Sure.
It
I'm
does seem
dying
like
to
we had
know.
you on the show,
Yeah.
like it's good exposure. Maybe you could do us a favor.
Just do me a little
And you
favor.
said
ask
you
Hayes.
wanted to participate.
I'm shy around
So-
Hayes, and I don't know if he's going to give me
Oh,
a straight
no, of course,
answer.
Of course. Hayes, did you want me to ask it from you or just as if it's from me?
Surprise me.
Someone wants to know,
Okay.
This is good. He loves mystery.
where do you get your ideas?
Well, I've been thinking about this since the first time I was asked the question and wasn't sure how to respond. And the answer is I have a certain friend who is my inspiration. And he has a very nice body. And just sort of being around him, I sort of feed off some of the ideas that he's bringing. And so when you say, where do I get my ideas? I can't even say that they're my ideas. They're really my handsome friend's ideas.
Okay. Did you get that?
Yeah, and I have a follow-up.
Okay, what's the follow?
Now that is Tom's, although you can do a panel, initiate a panel favor again. Because Tom does get the follow-up question.
But Tom got the question.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, well, my question was
That's
for
right.
Tom.
That's right. Your question was
Okay.
for Tom.
Okay. Well,
So in that case, I can initiate the follow-up, which means you can do a panel
maybe for your
favor.
follow-up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So for your follow-up, ask me if I have a follow-up.
Okay, yes. Sean, my follow-up is, do you have a follow-up question?
Yeah. Do you have any idea how much that means to me?
And that's for Tom? Because he asked a question. It's a follow-up
Sure.
about the question.
Sure.
Well, it's clear it was very meaningful to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think? I think this guy's catching on.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I guess time to nominate a moderator again.
Okay,
Tom,
but-
do you want to nominate one?
Yeah, it's Tom's turn to nominate a moderator.
I nominate Sean.
Okay, and I'm going to veto that.
I'm going to veto it as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why-
Sean
why-
can't be the moderator again. It's
Yeah.
been twice in a row. He's itching to ask more questions. So if I vetoed it and you're nominating, obviously you can't nominate yourself. So I guess I would encourage you to nominate Hayes.
Yeah.
I nominate Hayes.
Okay.
Okay, and I second it.
Oh,
This is a question for Tom.
Oh.
okay.
You seem sad.
Yeah.
You're giving me sort of an Eeyore vibe.
People have said that, yes.
How were you hoping this would go? Like, if this is not what you wanted, like, what was your like
Interesting.
dream version of this panel?
Well, I had no dream version of it. I thought I
Is
was
maybe that the problem?
You come out in like a Letterman jacket. You do a little Muscle Man show. Like, is that?
Wayne Gretzky's used to say that visualization is 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I thought I was going to come here to take part in a panel that would teach people about podcasting.
Audience participation.
Because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, there just aren't enough podcasts. And we need to give people the tools to do their own podcasts.
Is it time for a regular Joe of some sort to take on podcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Joe the Plumber type?
Or a Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
So you want to do audience questions?
Sure.
Okay. What's your question for the audience?
If you were going to do a podcast, please list the 3 subjects you could do your show about in ascending order from worst idea to best idea. And
how is this going to work in your mind?
because
with all
everybody
these-
would just
Yeah,
say
the
it,
whole
so
audience.
many people.
Yeah.
that we do like a countdown.
We
and then
sold
everybody-
out. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, I heard.
and you're
about
asking
that.
them to do a lot of the show.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
When really, I think it should be Tom doing a little bit more of the show.
Yeah, couldn't Tom
Right.
get involved in the show?
Well, then, okay.
I've been trying to get you out of your
Fine.
shell the whole day.
Sure. Okay. All right. So what do you want to know then from me if you want to get me out of my shell?
if you were to do a podcast,
Yeah,
list
well,
the
I
3
do.
in
I
ascending
do
order.
Yes.
I do one.
Yeah, but if we were going to
Yeah.
regroup a little bit and sort of
Right.
take stock
Okay. Sure.
from worst idea to best idea in ascending order, just sort of say what the podcast might be about.
Well,
And
And
don't
by the way,
take
Tom, I
mine.
don't know if you want to say that you do a podcast because then your health insurance payments that you are getting for the show someone might be alerted to that and you might not be
okay.
Somebody might dig a
be
little
able to
deeper.
fund your
All right,
payments
so-
out of your health plan.
Well, then I'll just say there's only one podcast I would do, and it would be about my journey as a sick infant to try to just stay alive and get to Halloween
Yeah.
and just hope everybody just keeps giving.
And do you have a costume picked out?
Yeah,
If you make it?
probably Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Ah, yes.
Yondu, of course.
Yondu.
Big
Yeah.
spark of recognition from the audience on Yondu.
If you guys could have, anyone listening, there was a collective sort of face.
Yes.
Like, Yondu. Everyone mouthed the name because we all know Yondu.
Very reverent.
Yeah, that really worked. It's interesting for a baby as sick as yourself
Yeah,
to want to dress up for Halloween when the photo already is so scary of you. You'd almost think
And there's such a natural, there is a baby in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and it's
Yeah.
baby Groot.
yeah.
But I guess you as a baby want to be
But I
a
gotta
grown
say,
up, which I assume Yondu
If
is.
I could, Hayes, I don't think anyone would recognize the baby Groot as a Guardians of the Galaxy
like a
member.
Yondu.
Because you go to see that movie, you're seeing Yondu. You're going, I'm going to go see the Yondu movie. And then with Baby Groot, you'd have to explain, like, that's the tree guy. And people wouldn't really be able to get there.
Do we want to do a switch of the audience so the people in the back can see us? So, like, the people in the front move to the back and the people...
Well, yeah, and do we want to sort of... Should
Maybe we stand... We have these wireless mics.
Yeah,
we can do
so
a
let's
stand
go.
up and...
Let's get some audience questions. Let's everybody start switching seats, and
Yeah.
we'll get questions while you do that.
So we can stand. We'll go to the back and get some audience questions.
Yes.
And Tom, yeah, you come.
Can I
And
come?
Tom,
Yeah.
please, yeah.
Okay,
And
please.
we'll all get the audience
All right.
questions.
Okay, which way are you going?
Yes.
All right, so
I'm
you
gonna
go
this
there.
way, but
All
remember
right.
which chair I was in when we go back.
And please ask serious questions, guys. Don't do the broken English thing that we used to do on the show like 2 years ago. Like every time we've ever tried to get an audience question, and it's like, do what make movie is podcast. And it's like,
Okay.
look, I get it. I thought it was funny when we started doing it too, but then I was like, this is bad. I'm embarrassed by this. So, Hayes, do you want to get a question over there? Or should I get one?
Does anyone have a good one over here? No, nobody does.
Does anybody have a good question back here? This guy looks like he might have one.
Okay.
Okay, so let's have Tom get one first.
Tom, do you want to? Yeah.
Do I want to ask a question or get a question from the audience?
Get a question from the audience.
Do you have a question? No? No, I'm
Okay,
coming
Tom's
up drawing
striking
it
out.
here.
Tom, keep asking.
Yeah,
Tom's
okay.
striking out.
All right. Okay.
Ask him why he doesn't have a question.
Okay. Why don't you have a question?
Just a little tired. This show's pretty early.
Okay.
Little tired, the show's pretty early.
Yeah.
All right, Hayes, do you want to field that one?
I actually have a response to that, which is last year, yes, we did have sort of an early show at 11 a.m., and we spoke up about that, and now it is at 11:30.
That's the kind of respect they show us here at Vulture
Yeah.
Fest. And I gotta say, they practically recognized us the fourth time we tried to get inside.
Yes.
I mean, they were really going like, I think I should know you. So that felt good.
Yeah.
Sir, what was your question?
I wondered if maybe a good podcast topic would be fraudulent Gofundme pages.
Okay, so this guy's trying to play off of sort of the main
Seems
thing
to
we were
be
talking
pretty
about with
deeply
Tom.
mined at this point.
Yeah, so we've done a lot about it, and we were moving on from it to go like,
Yeah.
let's see if somebody could get something new kickstarted for us.
Yes.
And what this
And
guy's
it's sort
going
of a
is,
Tom thing, which I'm sort of standing here being like, what do I do with this?
his question is the sound of like when you're sipping through a straw, and there's nothing left in the drink, and it's like, and you're kind of going like, I'm so thirsty, and you thought maybe some of the ice melted in like interim, but it didn't. So that's kind of what that question is. I would love to get a different one.
Okay. I'll confirm.
All right, Tom,
Tom.
will you nominate Hayes to get the question?
Yes. You're not. I would like to formally nominate Hayes for
Okay.
to get the next question.
Do you have a question?
I don't.
Do you?
Sure.
I don't. Sure.
That guy was in the
Sure.
bathroom with me.
I want something in between eager and I want the person, you know. Yeah, okay, this guy.
Can you guys take that skateboard over there and just show us how to shred?
Oh, somebody brought a skateboard.
Yeah. I guess, is that question for Tom, I guess? I remember him saying
Okay.
he wanted to participate more.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
Tom, we can do this. This can be for all the people at home. Okay, he's getting on, right?
Uh-huh.
And so,
Yeah.
Oh no, too many tricks. And Tom, you say like cowabunga or something.
Yeah.
But make it your own, make it your own.
Shredding.
yeah, that's good.
That felt good.
Hey, Sean,
Please,
look
yeah.
at all these empty seats here. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
You said it was a sellout, right?
We have rich fans who
Okay.
Yes.
like to stretch out.
So this guy paid $400 for the second
My man
to
bought
last
the whole row.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I got
I
away from
nominate
that.
you, yeah.
To do what?
To ask a question.
To ask a question?
And the question is, do you have a question?
Does anybody have a question?
Someone has a question over there.
Okay. Please don't let me down.
I'm gonna try. What can you tell us about promoting your podcast?
Oh, good.
That would be a good question for the podcast
What
panel.
can you tell us about promoting your podcast?
But there is nobody on stage anymore.
Yeah. No, that question's clearly for the empty chairs.
Yeah.
Well,
I like how people are scrambling to light us back here. The lights are wildly switching on and off. And we're just gonna go back up in a second. So the person's finally like, okay, I got it. But now I guess it's time to go back on stage. We don't really have
yeah.
anything else to do back here.
Tom,
Yeah?
do you want to ask somebody for a question?
I guess I'd like to ask this guy, where are
Tom, this guy in my
where are
zone
you on
has
the
one.
run to? You have all your luggage with you.
We're going home to South Carolina.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Have a safe trip. Travel safe.
Play this out, Tom. Keep going.
And if I can take a personal moment now, I would like, if you know who Yondu is, please raise your hand.
Oh, nobody's raising their hands.
Oh, nobody.
Oh, no,
Wow.
Tom
Come on.
took another
Nobody
swing,
knows who
and
Yondu
nobody
is
knew
here.
Who Yondu was.
Oh, no.
It was,
And I was going to let it go.
Now raise your hand if you know who Miss Sloan is. Oh, yeah, there
and
they go. Yes.
Literally
Look at all the
every hand
heads.
in the house went
Oh, my
up.
God.
That Miss Sloan with her lipstick. I don't think it's right that she went to prison. And I'm out here free to host a hit podcast. Do you guys want the stuff that's in my Vulture gift bag?
Yeah, we should. It is the part of the show where we give out the gift bag.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
And this must require a lighting change.
That was easy for that guy. It's like, okay, normal setting.
Yeah. So it really is very, very nice. They give us this nice gift bag, but last year a lot of my stuff got taken away on the plane because I was trying to make it into a weapon. Just to see if I could. I wasn't going to do anything, but they don't want to hear that. Keeping this.
Tough to find stuff that you don't want to keep, yeah.
Okay, brownie thins. Now, I know
Okay.
what you're thinking. I can't eat that. They don't use fair trade cocoa. Read the package. So does anyone feel like they deserve brownie thins? Oh, wow. And Hayes, how do we pick? And Tom, how do we pick?
I would like to hear what somebody did to deserve. If that guy who yelled "yeah" really thinks he deserves some brownie thins, I'd like to hear what he
that's
did
good.
to deserve it.
I'll get back out there. Who yelled yeah? Oh, okay. And this is the guy who bought the whole row, and I think that's what he did. I'm not even gonna ask. That's our richest. He could buy the show and destroy it if he wanted.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Well, uh-oh. Somebody's born a crime.
Yeah, Trevor Noah was born a crime.
Uh-oh. I hope nobody thinks the rules apply to Ariel Levy.
Okay, so the two books that we got in the gift bag are Born a Crime and The Rules Do Not Apply. Can we get some nicer books next year? Some books about obeying the rules.
yeah.
Can we get a book that follows the rules? And can we get a book that, like, just is nice?
Yes.
I'm sorry. When I'm on a plane, I don't
What
wanna
if I'd
think about
read that book
criminals.
before I did the show? Who knows? I'm not going to come out and just do a normal show.
Yeah. Imagine the safe, structured show you've been enjoying, where you just feel like, oh, I'm in the hands of professionals. They plan this out.
Yeah.
They're really just concerned about the audience having a good time, and that's why they put all the thought into it. And instead, I'm going, oh, the rules don't apply to me. I don't have to plan the show and make it so good.
Yeah.
Then what would I do? Just be wandering around?
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about that.
You'd just be up here like just, jerking off.
Tom.
Tom. My daughter's here, Tom.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. You told me that before
Yeah.
I slipped up.
Yeah.
Fucked
Tom.
up. I'm so sorry.
Tom!
My girlfriend,
Shit.
Hayes' daughter, is here. And she doesn't exactly want to hear that kind of talk.
And I made a big pitch of like, come see your, like, this is sort of like her introduction to her boyfriend, Sean. I'm like, this is your new boyfriend. Come to the show. And like, it's sort of like a presentational opportunity for Sean.
And if she
my
starts talking
daughter.
like you, that's going to blow the dowry.
Yeah.
Now, Tom, would you
Yeah?
like to join Tidal? Because Tidal's still trying.
Yes, we have an opportunity for someone to join Tidal in this audience. And that means you get to be an artist on it.
Yeah.
If you accept this card, you also accept any possible losses that Tidal declares in this financial
Yes, you get
year.
equity, yes.
So
You get a significant equity in the company, yes.
you could feasibly owe
And all that
$18
comes with
million
that. Legal liability.
It's a gamble. No one's going to pretend it's not. But you know what old Wayne Gretzky used to say?
Are there any creams in
The
there?
Gret one. Huh?
Are there any creams in there?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got Dr. Dennis Gross's Alpha Beta Medispa peel.
Okay.
Is that a cream? No. Let's see. This will play well on the audio. Oh. So you're not going to believe this. This Jerleek product is a sun specialist with superberry complex. Has anybody ever tried superberries?
Not once. I tried them one time.
Yeah.
And that's really all you need.
Yeah.
It's still bouncing around in there.
Tom,
No, I haven't.
haven't had superberries?
Not yet.
Okay. Do you want to say why?
Because, I really thought this was supposed to be about helping people learn about podcasting.
Learn about podcasting,
Yeah.
right. And so what you want is they're getting all sunburned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to start in an
unbelievable.
open air studio.
This is an outdoor show.
What Tom wants is people are too sunburned to do competing podcasts with him. That's
Oh, wow.
honestly what it is.
I don't want to win that way.
And this is a good actually teaching moment for the people out there. People will try to destroy you in this business. They will want you to get sunburned so you can't do the show.
Imagine if the only reason that SJP's interview with the head of New York Magazine for $50 didn't sell out was because she was too sunburned. Would I want
Who
to
do you
win
think
that
would have
way?
had something to do with that? Tom Scharpling, maybe?
Now,
He wants people to be sunburned. I'm sorry.
I've got more candies here.
Starting at the top with who I want sunburned.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not just going for some slob.
And
in
she's
the
a
audience.
tastemaker, so
I
she's
don't
saying
want
being
the
sunburned is
guy
great.
who Sean and I were talking in the bathroom to be sunburned, a normal guy like that. Can we give him a few things, by the way?
The guy from the
back?
bathroom?
Yes.
Well, does he want...
Yes, well, the guy who approached Sean and Tom in the bathroom, please come on stage.
He's just a nice...
Yes. Yes, up. Up. Yes. Treats.
So, you get to pick. Candy, a book, or Milk Makeup Hero Salve. Salve. How do we say that word?
Candy, book, salve.
I can't get the super berries.
He wants the super berries.
He wants the super berries. Okay. podcasting rule number
Yeah.
27.
Yeah.
If you know how to ask for it,
Yeah.
you can get just about anything in this business.
He's getting the super berries.
My
Another
man's-
good lesson: approach your heroes in the bathroom.
You'll always be rewarded if
You
you're
will
standing
get
near
a
Tom.
prize.
If you're standing next to Tom in line, especially at a bathroom,
You're winning.
have him deal with you.
You're
Yeah.
winning.
Yes,
You're the only one who didn't lose money on today.
that's
You
right.
got that. Everybody else here is just
The
hemorrhaging
super
money.
berries.
Yes, thank you. That is
You're welcome.
plenty. That is more than enough.
All good, man.
Thank you.
Of course.
We
Don't
can't.
worry.
Hey.
We don't have any more time for you.
There's only 29 minutes left to go.
Yes.
And
More
so
treats.
much more show.
More
we'll never
treats.
get to all the stuff we rehearsed.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna.
Do you have any more ideas for when you do this next year? When you do this panel next
Yes.
year, maybe we can start planning that one now.
I mean, you
Or-
seem critical of our show. How
Yeah.
how have your Vulture Fest shows gone?
Well,
If you remember, like when you did it last year,
Yeah, when you
because
did it
you're
last year.
local, like it's so easy for you to get here.
I got bumped, to be fair. They had me on the schedule. Then Jesse David Fox said he wanted to do a one-man show.
Yeah.
Like
Jesse David Fox, the Vulture comedy reporter.
Yes.
Almost as much recognition as Yondu.
Yes. He's the Yondu of Vulture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guardians 3, it's
Yes.
Jesse David Fox up there in that ship.
Yes.
Could that be interesting?
I honestly think that when Yondu takes his mask off, he will be revealed to be Jesse David Fox.
Yeah, I knew he had a mask.
Yeah. If he's on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Jesse David Fox could come up with 15 ways to fix this adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that could be a really good, so that seeing the movie could be more like these articles.
Okay. So you
That
got
I-
bumped last year. You got asked this year, but it was at the same time as this show,
and
I guess.
Jesse started swinging his dick around, and then
Jesus.
What were you gonna
hey.
say? What were you gonna say that you corrected yourself to that? In front of my daughter, who's now going to be hearing like, oh, I want to get to know this Jesse David Fox, instead of her boyfriend I'm trying to set her up with, Sean.
I was gonna say wiener.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Very current.
And he's like, ugh.
Yes.
Good topical stuff.
He's got a whole chunk on. Yeah, Tom, just do your routine.
Do your Anthony Weiner
He
stuff.
begged us to let him do an Anthony Weiner routine.
It's so
And we
urgent.
were like, please. It was all about like, he's like, did you notice his name?
And he's
is
like,
a
oh, we've
little
got
like what he
20
does. I was like,
He's like, oh, we've got 29 minutes. That's exactly as long as my set is.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think people have like made that observation before about his last name. And Tom was like, not like
Not
this.
this
they
way,
haven't."
yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and do it.
Okay. The year is 2009. We're thrilling to Dexter.
Yes. Yes,
Dexter?
Dexter.
That's
He was
on at
like
that
the
point?
original Miss Sloan.
Yeah.
You don't know whose side he's on, but you know you want him on yours.
Yeah.
Tom, we're trying to plan your show for next year also.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
please.
well,
What's going to be
This
next
will
year?
not be as current then. So we can't
Bro.
do the Wiener stuff.
Let's
next
not do the Wiener stuff next year. Let's do some stuff that is going to really connect with your core audience. Girl Boss fans.
Yes, Girl Boss Nation.
Okay. So then I just got to come up and be like, hashtag Girl Boss Nation.
What about you?
what would you
it's
say
just
to
you?
them?
Like you're a guest on our show.
Wait, whose show am I on now?
This is when you
Oh,
do
now
our
I'm
show
confused.
next
Yeah.
year. How you're like dream version of the panel, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'll do my dream version of the panel next year. It's me on stage next to me. Hot Saucer Mom, or whatever name he goes by. What is
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
Hot Saucer Mom, is that one
Yeah.
of his names?
Yeah, that's one of the names.
He's there. Michael Rooker, who plays Yondu in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, is on the panel. The guy from the bathroom is up here,
Yes.
who now has a huge podcast
Yes.
that I'm a co-host on.
Can we see, actually, can we get the bathroom gentleman back up here?
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
I think if he's going to be getting the product, we should see him apply the creams. Because we don't know, like, if he's going to go out and, like, flip the creams. He's got to, like, we got to see him put on the, just, like, on your hand or, like, somewhere, like, you know.
Well, don't let him pick.
Or
But don't let Tom pick.
Who wants to see him apply
Can I see
it
the
to
box?
Hayes? Well, that's not going
It's
to
your,
happen.
no, it's your cream. It's your cream, buddy.
Yeah, Hayes can't
And you
deal.
can keep talking, like, you know, Tom, don't, like, just, like,
Sure.
slow down the show.
So
He's
it's
just-
me.
So it's
He's just
you.
silently
Saucer
applying
Mom.
creams.
It's
up.
Michael
Yondu.
Rooker.
Well, he's
Yeah.
up as Yondu.
He's being Yondu.
he's in
and
the
then
blue
is the
makeup.
director's brother there?
Yeah, the guy who clearly is the director's brother in the movie. He's there. Yeah. What?
Sorry, can the cream helper come up on stage,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah.
We didn't even realize
Wait.
we have a cream expert
Yes.
here.
Thank God. Sir, are you sure there's nowhere? Sir, are you sure there's nowhere more important for you to be?
Yeah. One of the rules of podcasting.
So, okay, we have the cream application
Hell.
supervisor. You just stand right there and watch the cream
And I have
go
to-
on, and make sure there's not another intervention moment.
I
that-
have to scold Bathroom Man. He'll tell you when you've got the cream.
Yes. Yes. And you might want to be friends after the. You know how Tony Robbins in that movie is like, now you guys are friends outside
Yeah, you
of
protect
the
each other.
show. Yes. Now you guys. No more mics, guys. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're out of mic. Would love to give you mics. I'm looking around. We're coming up dry
So for people
here.
just listening,
Yeah.
these guys are crushing. Yeah, and they're
Again.
doubling back, and
Yeah.
and they're finding more
Yes.
every time. And I'm going.
Who would have thought that the cream screamer from the audience would come up and have more material on the stage? Okay, it's good stuff. And I'm smelling, I don't even recognize you smell-wise anymore.
So,
Yeah,
do you
in a
want to?
positive way.
We'll do the podcast. Well, you know what I can say? Let's get ready for a dry run. Here, you take. I'm gonna literally leave.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The people
can I-
don't want this.
And sir, just really quickly, this milk makeup I got is called Hero Salve, and I think I see a hero.
Where's he going? Oh, no.
The cream screamer.
Thank you, Cream Screamer.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
I'm going to make the mic all greasy because of this cream.
Biggest laugh of the show. We're going to need to scale that back and edit a little
Yeah,
bit.
I hope I heard that wrong.
Did Tom leave? People
Tom-
don't want me. The people want Tom.
There is no Tom anymore. Forget Tom.
Tom's over, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Please donate to deadbyhalloween.org.
So what do we know about you? You're a bathroom enthusiast. Is that the show?
I'm a bathroom attendant.
Yes, that's right. He did refer to himself as a bathroom attendant.
Okay, so is that the mistake
was-
that happened here? Is that you guys were using the bathroom and this guy was just like, "Can I wipe your hands or whatever?" And you were like, "Oh, this is some kind of super fan." Okay.
Well, I mean, imagine somebody's trying to touch your hands in a bathroom.
Yeah. Must
What
be
are
a
you to
pretty
think
huge
other
fan.
than this guy likes my podcast?
Yeah. Yeah.
Try to give you a hot towel.
And that's not a euphemism, people. I hope I heard that wrong.
Is Dan here from the restaurant I went to last night who introduced himself? Dan?
Dan, the server.
Server Dan?
Dan,
Up
could
on
you get
stage,
up here?
please.
Let's switch me out for Dan. Come on, Dan.
And take the long way, if you would.
Here's Dan. Dan, again, there's no mic. Sorry. Dan, I just have one note for you. I did meet you at the restaurant last night. We had a nice conversation. But I did use the bathroom at the restaurant. And I waited a long time, and nobody came in to help me with anything.
So is
I
this
was
a collaboration?
in the wilderness in this bathroom.
Is this a collaboration, Dan? Are we now setting you up with the future of your restaurant?
Yes. Yes.
I'm always looking for more bathroom work.
Okay, I hope I heard that right. Dan, I'll tell you a little story about last night. I was upset with Hayes. I didn't see him all day. Here I am in a strange city. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. These buildings are everywhere. Terrifying. Everyone's trying to make you eat pizza. The water's different. So I was lost. And I said to Hayes, hey, I had a sad day. And he said, well, I've got good news for you. This server at a restaurant was a fan of the podcast and helped me get seated faster. They were shunned at the door, I must specify.
No, that didn't happen.
No. And I thought, so your good news for me is one of us finally got something out of doing the podcast. And it wasn't me. And it wasn't me because I was not invited.
But then when I was at the restaurant, Dan, what did I say? I said, I miss my friend, didn't I? Didn't I say that?
You said that you wish your mom was Sean.
That was my daughter, actually.
Okay. He
Guys?
really said he missed his friend?
Guys, hi, I'm back.
Oh, no!
Oh,
We have questions back here for the panel.
The Phantom of Milk Studios.
Yes. You have a question?
I still don't have a question, no.
I asked the guy who didn't have a question before if he had a question.
Has taken all this
Tired
time
guy.
and has not come up with any question for anybody.
You had to
any
know it was
bathroom
like that.
questions.
Yeah, any
Still
questions
no
for Bathroom Man?
Anybody have a question for Bathroom Man? Raise your hand. Anyone?
You can
Here
sit
we go.
Indian
Hold on.
style, Dan.
How did you like the
Indian
cream?
style is the most comfortable way to sit.
How did you like the creams?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it tastes, it doesn't... It smells good.
Not touching that. But that'd make me the only one. So,
No, it's great.
oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm a dog walker. I'm out there every day.
I don't know
so
why I thought I was going
Bring
to talk.
dogs in the bathroom?
Oh,
Why would you walk dogs in a bathroom?
There
Well,
are way bigger rooms to do that in.
outdoor bathroom. That's what dog walking is, outdoor bathroom.
It is, you're right.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
Bathroom work.
This dude just faced Hayes hard. And I was a Hayes fan for a long time. So I'm here rooting for my guy.
I'm actually gonna go too.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
This is not going
And
well.
Dan, do you want this mic? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, does anyone have questions for the bathroom gentleman out here? Or the server, or the cream screamer? We can find him again. Okay, this guy got merch.
Sir, right there. There's a gentleman raising his hand.
Dan, I'm doing. You see me, Dan? I'm out here. I still have a mic. Thank you, Dan.
You bowed out.
Yeah, what makes a good and
Say this is for either the bathroom gentleman, server Dan, or the cream screamer.
This is for a bathroom man. What makes a good bathroom? What makes a bad bathroom? How do you tell the difference?
Well, I'm going to interrupt. He's not an expert on bathrooms. We all use the bathroom from time to
Tom,
time.
You should
We
go back
happen
up.
to-
Like this is the dynamic. I think. It's
please.
Tom and the
please.
bathroom gentleman and server Dan. Go,
Fine.
Tom.
Okay. Move over. I'm the middle seat. Everyone knows I'm always the middle seat. Bathroom man and cream screamer. I don't even know what.
That's server Dan.
And I gotta say, I never get to just enjoy our podcast as a fan.
Now I see what it's like, and I'm even madder about how little money they charge for this show.
Because now I see what put all these butts in the seats. It's this magic right here. Keep going, I'll stay out of your way.
Toilet Talk? Is it named for a podcast? Toilet Talk?
I think Tom already did that once.
Yeah, Tom did that once already. So I guess
Jiggle the handle.
since we're here, we can do Hollywood Handbook since they're not there. So I guess we
I'm
have to
loving
keep
this.
the flame alive, right?
I love getting roasted.
Who wants to be Sean and who wants to be Hayes?
I'll be Sean.
Okay.
I guess I'll be Hayes.
All right. Now I'm, and I'll.
Unless you want to.
I wouldn't want to
No.
be me either, honestly.
So we look.
Tom, can you be Brett? You can be Brett.
No, I'm Tom.
But where's Brett?
Something.
Why would I suddenly be
You don't
one
really
of the
feel like a
engineers?
Tom to me.
So
and also who's going to be the bathroom man in this scenario?
then,
Is Tom the bathroom man?
well, I think you guys need to sit where they were sitting. You guys
that's
need
essential,
to become
yeah.
bathroom man and was it cream screamer?
Let's go with
That's Cream
Screamer.
Dan, Tom.
Okay. So just pick up where the show left off. They were doing some.
Oh gosh. Oh wow.
He ate too many super berries. Now he has extreme powers.
So you have a question for me, Hayes?
Well, Tom,
Yes, got me. Yes.
when are you going to bring back
Not
the
knowing
best
what
show?
to do, yes.
It's uncanny. And here I see myself, I've checked out.
Scared
compete
and
with this guy.
disinterested. Yes.
So,
But Tom, what's the ad you miss doing most? I think the Priv Loan one, that was a good one, right? The Weird Money one?
Oh, he's a Best Show fan. He's primarily a Best Show fan.
exactly. If ever, all the Best Show fans raise your hand.
Oh, nobody raised their hands. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
no. Boy,
Oh,
oh,
my
boy.
God. More people knew Yondu. Oh, no.
Well,
People sat on their hands.
I saw one guy try to cut his hand off. He took out his keys and he started sawing at his wrist.
I'm
which
gonna
is
just
like
sit in the
totally
cut for a bit.
unnecessary. Just don't raise it.
so which ad did I like the best? Now, that's an interesting question. If I think, I liked all of them the same, actually.
Always a good answer.
Build your website, brah.
There you go.
Another
Yes.
Best Show fan.
Thank you.
No.
I do have a podcast-specific question, though. Certain people, Jake Fogelnest, think it's impossible to have a job and do a podcast. So when you get the big job, you cash out, right?
I'm going to say here, I don't co-sign this. I'm going to defend Jake Fogelnest. This is server Dan. That was not Sean. That was that was server Dan.
But I think Fogelnest is doing the podcast, but not releasing it. I think he's just like talking to a Fabulous Stains poster in his room.
This feels
and
like one
not
of Sean's famous
publishing
Fogelnest
it.
conspiracy theories.
Hey, Sean and Hayes.
Uh-huh.
That was, yes. Why don't I, since it's your show, I'll go see if there's any questions from the audience for Hayes or Sean.
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay. If anybody has a question for Hayes or Sean, raise your hand, please. Okay.
What's Nick Weiger like in real life?
Oh, gosh.
A Doughboys fan, great.
He tries hard, but he doesn't always land it, but you gotta admire the guy. He's got good jokes, but not always good jokes. And he does like to talk about ejaculate a little too much. I wouldn't bring him to this show.
Why are these people more comfortable than me on the stage? Why? How do I get this ability?
They can't tell how they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
other
bad. It's a
charm
bad
there?
show. We
Questions?
should stop doing it. The clock is ticking. Let's just stop.
Oh, is the clock ticking down?
8:35.
You have a
That should
question
be
for
enough
Hayes
time
or
for people
Sean?
to file out of here.
This question is for Sean. Is it a good podcasting idea to say that you don't like doing your podcast every episode?
I do have to answer this. There have been a lot of conspiracy theories and people have been sort of freaking out about how we've been talking about how we're going to end the show. And I do want to address that on stage. So people don't worry and so people don't wonder anymore and be scared. And the answer is yes, we are ending the show.
A lot of people, because we tease and we say, oh, we're ending the show. This is our last episode. And
we do it every week.
And we do it every single week. And we always say it. And then every fourth week, people go, I think this time they're really ending the show.
Yes.
And I have to say, sometimes I actually feel bad because a lot of people have said oh, your show's, one of the bright spots of my week and gets me through a tough time. I don't want to scare those people and have them think it's ending. Unless it really is ending, which it is.
It is. Yeah.
This is the last episode. Makes sense when you think about it.
Feels certainly like a natural stopping point to me.
We've been replaced. So it was fun to do it. What else? Taking a break. Please subscribe. Please do rate us on iTunes.
Yes.
Now Apple Podcasts. Great rebrand. And our Facebook page, which is only going to be up for another week or so, right?
Yeah. And I should say our archives will be going. They were on Howl, and then they were on Stitcher Premium.
Mm-hmm. Nothing keeps the same name.
Yeah. Good business model to be make them find it.
Keep them guessing, yeah. If they're searching for you, you've
It's like a
already
sort of
won.
three-card Monty of business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now it's what? What is the new It's
Scripps exclusive.
Scripps exclusive. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have another question back here.
Dan just said I didn't say Apple Podcast. Does anybody want to tell him if I said it or not?
He did.
Oh, they're all raising their hands.
Yeah,
But he did.
and
say it.
everyone's hand went up.
I want to know from Sean and Hayes how crazy your Twin Peaks premiere party tonight is going to be.
It's going to be Lynchian. And almost surreal.
Yeah.
It'll be a dream-like investigation of the
It's going to be
human
here's
consciousness.
Here's what it's going to be. You think when you enter the club, you're entering this normal club where everyone's suburban, just normal
Oh, yeah.
people.
It's going to feel totally wholesome, like a normal club.
Yes.
But just
Then
under the
there's
surface. Worms. Worms right underneath.
Yes. In the ground. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Hey,
take
the
your time.
sickest thing you've ever pictured, worms in the ground.
I'm actually having a Twin Peaks party tonight, and mine is going to start off, it's going to be the strongest party you ever went to right off the bat. And then you're going to realize partway through, I have no idea how to throw a party.
Yes.
And the party's not going to keep going on and on and on. You're going to be and then you just turn around and no one will be at the party. But then 20 years later, everybody will talk about how it was the best party they ever went to.
Yes. Yes. And your version of the party is like, what if it's people you liked but 90?
Final questions?
Uh-huh. Oh, were you talking to me?
Say who you're talking to, Tom.
Okay, you have a question for Hayes 1 or Hayes 2?
Or the Cream Screamer.
Original Hayes?
Hayes 1, Hayes 2, Sean 1, Sean 2.
Hayes and Sean 1, respectively.
Respectfully. Okay.
You guys did the Thank God It's the Guardians of the Galaxy original soundtrack podcast. And I was wondering, you brought up Miss Sloan. What would her awesome mixtape volume 1 look like?
Oh, wow. This is such a good question. Miss Sloan's no nonsense.
Can I just see, I just want everyone in the audience to have, can you come up on stage for a second, please? Right there. I want people to have the view that I've had of this person and how much she's been enjoying the show for the entire time. So have a seat and face out to the audience and just sit like you've been sitting for the entire show.
And I gotta say, if you're not...
No, not like that.
If you're not sure if you're gonna like our show, get in the front row.
Yeah. Take it way down, way down.
Then you can really find out. And if it turns out you don't, you'll have a really good angle to let us know. Hey, not for me.
Yes. This is way too big. I mean, now you're enjoying it, and I'm glad. But
and this is what it took.
Yeah.
We're going.
See, and now that makes
Why
you think
am I not on
now you
stage?
see the audience, and now you're enjoying the audience. Like they're giving you a better show than we were, and I'm glad. That's all I want. That's all I want is for people to have a good time. Mm-hmm. Good job. You can go back to your seat.
Thank you.
Can I go?
It's that magic. If we're not doing it for them, they can come up here and face the audience, and maybe that will be a better experience. You know?
Mm-hmm. So, is anyone else hating this? They want to look at the audience? The audience is doing nothing, which we were fully capable of doing, and usually do. But we tried to do a show for a little bit.
Yes. We had a guest at one point who has physically vanished for the last 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And he still haunts this theater.
Tom?
Yeah?
What you up to back there?
I actually have a question. Somebody has a question for you. Yeah, this is a question for Hayes and Sean. First of all, I know who Yondu is, and this is all stupid that they're making fun. Everybody raised their hand when Tom said the thing about Yondu. Secondly, the best show is really great, and Hollywood Handbook's just okay, and everybody kind of knows it, and that's my question.
Okay. I guess I would say, to answer your question, probably taking care of business would be track one on Miss Sloan's mixtape. Because that's what she does. And we'll just hard cut everything in between that. I mean, you know, we've got a good 70 seconds left, but I feel like leave them wanting more.
Thank you, Bathroom Man.
Thank you.
Let it wash over you. These people are loving the bathroom stuff.
Thank you guys. I love you.
He's talking, he was looking at the bathroom.
Please come back. We do a show on the 8th floor here every year.
Thank you, Server Dan is up here.
Thank you, Server Dan.
Thank you, Server Dan. Thank you to the Cream Screamer.
Thank you to the Vulture that stole a copy of New York Magazine and filled it with interesting cultural ideas. A lot of people don't know the origin story of this branch. Very sort of wry, clever Vulture snagged a copy of the magazine and then pecked in some articles about.
And we wanted to thank one more person. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Zero.
Thank you. We're out of time.